Hey guys, I'm Tom the Tech Chap, and this is the new Infinix Note 12 2023. And yes, this is not going to beat the iPhone 14 Pro Max or the Galaxy S22 Ultra, but this is also just $199. I don't know how that's possible. How do they make any money? So I've teamed up with Infinix to give you a bit of a walkthrough. Now the first thing you'll notice is this new design on the back. It really does stand out with this contrasting glossy and matte finish and this big round camera module. I have it in Tuscany blue, but it also comes in Alpine white and volcanic grey. It's just 7.8mm thick, it's nice and light, the power button doubles as a fingerprint reader, although we do also get face unlocking as well, headphone jack on the bottom, and if I pop out the SIM card tray, micro SD card support as well. Very nice. Now up front, we have this big 6.7-inch Full HD Plus AMOLED display. Great to see AMOLED. One of the downsides, well, compromises I guess that they've gone for to get this price though, is that we are stuck with 60 Hz, which isn't ideal, but I suppose when you consider, I don't know, the iPhone 14 Plus, which costs over 4 times more, still has a 60 Hz screen as well, perhaps we can look past it. We do get dual speakers, nice and thin bezels around the screen, plus this tiny selfie camera notch at the top, which altogether means that big screen it looks great for watching movies and playing games. And speaking of which, inside the Note 12 2023 we have the new MediaTek Helio G99. Now to get a bit nerdy, that is a 6nm chip versus the 12nm G96 that we had on the previous Note and is still used on a lot of value phones. What that means is we're getting more power and better efficiency. Actually, we're looking at about 12.5% faster CPU, a 9% faster GPU, and all while being 10% more power efficient. That's paired with 8GB of RAM, and also the Note 12 will support RAM boost with an update coming soon, giving us a combined total of 13 gigs, which means you can have up to 20 apps stored, which you can then quickly jump back into. Plus, we've also got 128 gigs of storage in here, which of course you can expand with a micro SD. Now firing up a bit of Asphalt 9, it does run with lower graphics settings compared to super high-end flagship phones, but it's nice and smooth and it plays well. We also get Infinix's X Arena, which uses their Starlink 2 engine to help optimize performance for gaming and also give you some handy in-game tools. Now I mentioned the 60 Hz, which is fine, I guess, for the price. But one thing you can do if you're happy to tinker is jump into the settings, the About page, tap build number 7 times, unlock the developer options, and then reduce, or in fact speed up the animation times. That can make things feel just a little bit snappier. Now I've been carrying this with me for the best part of a week now, and by the end of the day I have around 25% of my battery left, which is actually very good given the screen size. The combination of that power efficient chip and the big 5000 mAh battery means battery life is actually very good on the Note 12 2023. With casual use, a day and a half is certainly possible. And I'm also impressed that given the price, they also bundle a charger in the box. This is Infinix's 33-watt supercharger and will get you around 50% of the battery in half an hour, although sadly there isn't any wireless charging support. Now in the settings, if you tap this My Phone option, you can see all the specs and the software for the Note 12. And as you can see, this runs Android 12 with Infinix's own XOS 10.6 software on top. There are a handful of pre-installed apps that I removed or hid away in folders, but it's smooth and we get some nice extra features. For example, you can swipe in and hold from the side to open this smart panel for some quick app and tool shortcuts. There's also nifty extras like Theft Alert and Peek Proof, plus if you explore the Special Function and XOS labs in the settings, there are even more advanced features. Okay, let's talk about this camera. And the headline is this main 50 megapixel f1.6 camera, although we do also get a 2 megapixel depth sensor which helps to improve your portrait shots. Now of course you do have to set expectations considering the price, but I would say in good light it does a decent job actually. There's a good amount of detail, colors are natural, and I think for the price I honestly didn't expect it to be this capable. Also, there are about 1 billion different modes and options to have a play with within the camera app. And then finally around the front we have this 16 megapixel selfie camera. So the Infinix 12 2023 is a really interesting phone. I would describe it as cheap and cheerful. I mean, it really is. It's $199, and I don't quite know how they make any money charging that much for a phone like this. We get this nice thin chassis, and it's pretty lightweight. I think it looks quite good as well. Big 6.7-inch screen, it's nice and quick, thanks to that new G99 chip. Yes, it does lack a few features. We don't get 5G, the chip doesn't support it. There's no wireless charging or official IP water resistance, but things like dual speakers, headphone jack, micro SD, and some pretty decent specs with that 8 gigs of RAM and 128 storage. The Infinix 12 2023 is definitely worth considering. It's certainly not perfect, but for the price, you can't really complain. The biggest downside for me is that I don't think we're actually going to see this in the UK. Maybe if you give this video a thumbs up and they see how popular it is, they'll consider bringing it out to wider markets. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Click the link below if you want to check out the Infinix 12, and I'll see you next time right here on the Tech Chat.